Good day, readers. Here's a classic African folktale from the Ashanti people of Ghana. The title of my story is Anansi, and the pot of wisdom in a small village nestled between two great rivers. There lived a cunning spider named Anansi. He was known for his wisdom, wit, and insatiable greed. One day, Anansi heard of a magical pot hidden deep within the forest, filled with wisdom and wealth beyond measure. The pot was said to grant its owner unimaginable riches, but only to those who proved worthy. Anansi's desire for wealth and power consumed him. He spent months searching for the pot, facing countless challenges and dangers along the way. Finally, after many trials, Anansi discovered the pot in a hidden clearing. As he reached for it, a wise old voice spoke: "Whoever owns this pot must share its wisdom and wealth with others. Greed will destroy its power." Anansi, blinded by his desire, ignored the warning. He claimed the pot as his own, refusing to share its secrets with anyone. The pot, sensing Anansi's greed, began to grant him wishes, but with unexpected consequences. One, Anansi wished for gold, but it filled his house, making it impossible to move point two. He wished for food, but his stomach grew bloated, and he couldn't eat point three. He wished for wisdom, but it filled his head, making him forget his own name. The villagers celebrated Anansi's transformation. The pot, now satisfied, revealed its true power. Contentment is the greatest wealth. Share your blessings, and they will multiply. Moral lesson: greed destroys, while contentment and sharing bring true prosperity. Epilogue: Anansi became a respected elder, using the pot's wisdom to guide his people. He traveled, teaching the importance of sharing and contentment. The pot, now a symbol of wisdom, remained in the village, reminding generations of the dangers of greed and the rewards of selflessness. This tale has been passed down through generations, cautioning against the destructive nature of greed and emphasizing the value of contentment and sharing. Dear readers, hope you enjoyed this exciting story. Thank you.
A classic African folktale from the Maasai people of East Africa, the story of Kipenzi, and the unforgivable wrong in a small Maasai village nestled between two great mountains. There lived a young woman named Kipenzi. She was known for her kindness, compassion, and beauty. Kipenzi's life was forever changed when her sister, Nasirian, was tragically killed in a raid by a rival tribe. The pain and grief were overwhelming. The perpetrator, a young warrior named Sento, was captured and brought before the village elder. Sento confessed to the crime, citing blind loyalty to his tribe. Kipenzi's anger and hatred toward Sento burned like a wildfire. She demanded vengeance, insisting that Sento's life be taken in exchange for her sister's. The village elder, wise and just, cautioned Kipenzi, vengeance will not bring Nasirian back. Forgiveness is the path to healing. Kipenzi refused to listen, consumed by her desire for revenge. Years passed, and Sento remained in prison, awaiting his fate. Kipenzi's anger never wavered. One day, a severe drought struck the land. Crops withered, and the people suffered. The village elder called upon Kipenzi to visit Sento, hoping she would find closure. As Kipenzi faced Sento, she saw a broken, remorseful young man. He pleaded for forgiveness, explaining that he had been misled by his tribe's leaders. Kipenzi, still hurting, asked, "How can I forgive you when you took my sister's life?" Sento replied, "I do not ask for forgiveness for myself, but for my family, who suffer because of my actions, and for yours, who suffer because of my wrongdoing." Kipenzi saw the genuine remorse in Sento's eyes. She began to understand that forgiveness wouldn't erase the past but could free her from its burden. After many sleepless nights, Kipenzi decided to forgive Sento. She advocated for his release, and the village elder commuted his sentence. Sento, grateful, vowed to spend his life making amends. He worked tirelessly to restore the village's prosperity, helping to bring rain and fertility back to the land. As Kipenzi watched Sento's transformation, she realized forgiveness is not for the one who wronged us, but for ourselves, so we may heal. The village celebrated Kipenzi's courage and Sento's redemption. From that day forward, they worked together, rebuilding their community. Moral lesson: forgiveness releases the burden of resentment, allowing healing and redemption to flourish. Epilogue: Kipenzi and Sento became unlikely friends, their bond strengthened by shared struggles. They traveled, sharing their story, teaching the power of forgiveness. The village elders' words became a guiding principle: forgiveness is the rain that nourishes the soul, washing away the pain of yesterday. This tale has been passed down through generations, highlighting the transformative power of forgiveness. Would you like to hear more African folktales or explore specific themes regions?